This free website will help you never run out of ideas for your YouTube videos.
Are you having trouble coming up with video topics or video ideas for your YouTube videos? Now, 𝐒𝐓𝐑𝐿𝐻.com is a free website tool that will come up with hundreds of ideas for certain keyword phrases that you can plug in. They basically grab the most popular searches and keyword phrases from Google and compiles them all into data on this one website. It is completely free to use. You only get 3 searches per day, so really be careful when utilizing that per day. But other than that, it is completely free, gives you hundreds of ideas for your YouTube videos. So it's just like when you're typing into Google, like you can see here on screen, when you're typing in here and it starts giving you these auto suggestions. So as on screen here, if I want to make a video on the MacBook Pro, I type it into Google and now it's giving me all these suggestions. And you can really do this on YouTube too, and you can start typing in like letters after it. So MacBook Pro Air, MacBook Pro Apple, MacBook Pro adapter, or if I type in S right after it or any letter of the alphabet, it will give you even more suggestions. So a really simple way is to use 𝐒𝐓𝐑𝐿𝐻.com. So let's show you a little bit how it works here. Select your region here. I'm in the United States, English, and then you really want to type in a key phrase here, not just one word, but maybe a couple words. So let's search for MacBook Pro, and let's search that. And as you can see right here, it is giving me 392 ideas that I can use for video topics for my YouTube videos.
Make sure you stick around to the end so I can show you how to organize all these video ideas.
Basically how it works here is it breaks it down into categories. There's questions, prepositions, comparisons, alphabeticals, related. So let's break down each one of those categories here. The first topic here, we're talking about questions. So we're talking about why, are, can, when, where, will, what, how, who, which. So it really breaks it down into those questions there. And as you can see, it does get a little maybe confusing with this visual comparison and what all this means. So there's really 2 ways that you can look at this. You can look at this from a visualization standpoint or from a data standpoint. Let's look at this wheel first of all. So if I'm using the question of can, you can look at some of these options. Can MacBook Pro support 3 monitors? Can MacBook Pro support 2 monitors? And if we click on one of these, it will actually send us straight to Google, and we can get way more information from Google, and that can also help you in your videos to help do some data and research to add into your videos.
If you're finding any value in this video, hit that like button so we can spread this video to everyone else. We're all in this together.
Now, if we go back to 𝐒𝐓𝐑𝐿𝐻.com here, and as you can see on here, there are green circles. The darker the green circle is, the more popular that search term is in Google. Now, I think a little easier way to look at this is from a data side. So if we click on data, it really breaks it down into those questions. So, are MacBook Pro touchscreen? Are MacBook Pro water resistant? And you can even break that down even more. If you click on image here, it puts it in a nice list here, and you don't really have to tilt your head to try to read that wheel.
Hey, let me know in the comments down below what tools you use to get your video ideas.
So that is just the question side of it. There's 80 different topics within there. Now we can scroll down to the prepositions, and these are words like to, for, without, is, can, near, with. Remember, you can link it straight to Google if you do select one of these keyword phrases. You can also click on the data here. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ideas. Some of these make sense, some of them might not make sense, but pick and choose what you know would fit right into your videos. And then there's also comparisons. We know comparison videos are great when you're doing, say, like a versus. So let's click on data here and look at some of the versus category. We'll click on image, gives us a nice list. I see those darker green ones are the most popular ones. So MacBook Pro versus Air, MacBook Pro versus Air 2021, and so forth. So there's some great comparisons there. And then it breaks it down into alphabetical. Remember at the beginning of the video where I would type in MacBook Pro into Google and then type A, and then I'd go to B, and then I'd go to C. Well, this breaks it all down for you, and it has all the lists right here. Pick and choose which ones fit your videos the best. And then the related ones are ones that are currently most popular overall in Google search. So MacBook Pro 2021, MacBook Pro 13, 14, 16, charger, M1. And this kind of does get updated throughout the season. So let's say you're doing Christmas content. I don't want to be searching for Christmas content in June or July because that's not very popular in Google search terms. But if I was searching for Christmas content maybe in December, I'd get a lot more accurate list of Google searches and keyword phrases here. So there's one thing on here though that can make it even simpler, and you can even filter it and save it on your computer. If you go over here in the top right corner to download CSV, it will open up in an Excel file straight into your computer. What we're looking at here is all 392 results that came back from Answer the Public, and it's right here in a spreadsheet. So you can even use this, you can categorize this, organize this, delete what you want, keep what you want, filter what you want. So this is also a super handy tool.